Thank you for tuning in to Uncommon Women, a podcast that provides a platform for women of all walks of life to share their upbringings, life lessons learned, experiences, and journeys to come. Uncommon Women speaks on topics that can relate to all women. We share, we listen, we laugh, we cry, and we empower each other to be the best uncommon woman that they can be. Ultimately, we are cultivating a global movement of women supporting women. Women supporting entrepreneurship, relationships, self-love, and so much more. We inspire each other to make an impact on this world for the better. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to Uncommon Women. Now, finally, grab a seat, get comfortable, and hear from your wonderful hosts, Shanira and Jenny Lee. Hi, kings and queens. Thank you for tuning in to Uncommon Women. I'm Shanira.
And I'm Jenny Lee.
And today we have an amazing guest speaker that's going to come on in just a few to share what she's doing for the Latino community, which I'm super excited to hear about her foundation. Before we get into today's topic, I do want to read her bio today to let you know what's going on. Dr. Beatriz is the first Mexican student to receive a doctoral degree in education from the University of San Diego. Since her arrival in the USA in 1904, she has always been interested in helping and working with Latino people that led to receiving an award from the Mexican Consulate San Diego for leadership and helping the Latino community back in 2012. Her assistance experience brought her to light that 70% of the Latino children were in jail. After the Impact Advisory Program in providing support and educating two children in Juvenile Hall, she decided to start working and preventing the side through her project and started a Mano Foundation. And we'll get into that foundation in just a moment. This organization is a nonprofit foundation with experience of over 25 years to provide support and education to Latino families. Dr. Beatriz has granted many leadership awards in her foundation too. Received many community awards for her services that provide the main objective for Dr. Beatriz Foundation is to help the youth community to their future having successful lives via effective communication, high self-esteem, prevention, education regarding legal, physical, mental consequences, or even drug use. So thank you so much, Dr. Beatriz, for just taking the time out to help those in need, especially the foundations to come, which is our youth.
Thank you for having me here. I love the introduction. I love the video. It's amazing what you guys are doing. We need more of this. Thank you for having me over.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. We're so honored. So before we get into your business and your foundation, can you tell us a little bit about you and how was your life growing up?
Sure. You know, I'm from Mexico City. I grew up in a big city. I have two brothers and one sister. One of the things that, you know, my mom was very involved in the community, and when she was always, you know, helping the community and has her own activity like I do here in San Diego. And we were growing up in an area that it was very nice area, but we didn't have the chance to be in touch with other kinds of low-income people. So my mom says, I don't like that. I want you guys to see that there's other people that are in need. So since I was little, my mom always volunteered us to help the Red Cross in Mexico City. Okay. So we end up helping the Red Cross and carrying friends from all over, all different backgrounds, you know, different levels financially. And I think that was the best thing that she ever done. She was very smart. And because since then, my brothers and my sister, we always dedicate our time to help others and to be simple and to be humble and to be thankful for everything that we do. And I always, you know, thank my mom and my father for you know, giving us that chance, you know, and that's something that I do with my kids. I do with my two kids. I always, since they were little, I did the same thing that my mom did. You know, they were volunteers in church and they were volunteers in the community with me in my foundation. Right now they're adults and still continue helping the church and continue helping me in the community. So I think it goes generations by generations, and I think that's an amazing thing.
I agree. That is something that, you know, people can't complain about. We're passing generations of helping
Mm-hmm.
others.
Yes.
And that's a good tradition to actually have. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Sure
glad
is.
that your parents had indebted that in you, because now you're
Yep.
also helping the youth
Yeah.
as
Mm-hmm.
well.
That's right.
Yep.
That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So
Yes.
let's speak on your business. Can you talk about your business and how you started or how it all came
Yeah,
about?
you know, so when I decided to come to the United States, I was a student. I did my BA in Mexico City. I'm a special education teacher for kids who will have problems, hearing problems, learning problems, and all kinds of mentally and emotionally problems. So I wanted to, when I finish up, I wanted to do my master's, but specifically in severely handicapped. And in those days, I didn't have the master's degree, so I had the opportunity from my parents to come to the United States and did my master's degree in
Okay.
special education and specifically in severely handicapped. When I was doing my practicum, I noticed that I needed to do something, that I needed to learn how to help the families, the parents of these kids. So
Yeah.
I called my father. It's like, you know, I wanna stay in the United States and I wanna do another master's in counseling. And my father said, no, if you wanna stay in the United States, you have to do your doctoral degree. And I was just going crazy. I said, are you crazy? Me, a doctoral degree? I will never do that. What if I can? And my father is like, what if you can? You know, just try it on because right
Mhm.
now I can't help you. I don't know tomorrow. So I did it. You know, it was very hard, but I finished up my doctoral degree. That's why I was the first Mexican woman to obtain a doctoral degree from USD. And
Amazing.
when I finished that as a foreign student, they give you the chance to work in the United States for 2 years.
Mm.
So one of my professors asked me to help him in developing a counseling program. It was like an experiment only for 6 months to help the girls and boys inside Juvenile Hall from 9-year-olds to 17-year-olds.
Okay.
So because there was a lot of fights, so we end up, you know, we designed the program, and just to make the story short, I end up being the director of the counseling program in Juvenile Hall for 8 years.
Wow.
And the reason why I left is because every year the percentage of the Latino kids was increasing. So it was like, what I'm doing here? I need to be in the prevention side, not in intervention side. So that's
Mm.
why I quit my job and started my Mano Foundation. And since then, I've been working in the prevention side instead of the intervention side.
Mm.
Mm.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Awesome. Um, is can you give us any like stories with any of you don't have to name you don't have to name
Yeah.
any of the youth, but can you share any of your experiences or one that has touched your heart the most?
Yeah, well, there's this kid that still have in touch with him. His name is Frankie. I don't want to say
Mhm.
his last name. So Frankie was was in and out of juvenile hall, like I don't know, like 20 times or more times.
Mm.
He was using a lot of drugs. He was really a gang member. He was tattooed all over the place. And I remember he left to CYA. CYA is California Youth Authority. It's like at the jail for kids.
Okay.
He left because he did a really heavy crime. But we keep in touch. It was like a counseling by mail. And when he came back from CYA after like 4 years, you know, he said, I want to talk to you. I don't know what I'm going to do in my life. So I talked to him. I said, what do you want to do? You're smart. You're very smart. He's like, yeah, but I don't want to go back to college. You know, I don't want to do anything. So I helped him in number one in helping other kids because he had a lot of experience in his rehab. He stopped using drugs. You know, he was really his life was he was very involved in the church, in his church, and also helping other people, other kids. So he started helping me, giving his testimony, but also he was very good in mechanics.
Mm-hmm.
So he enrolled in the community college right here in Encinitas. And he's, you know, he started getting his certificate, you know, and so he started working at the BMW right here in Encinitas, and he started like helping the helper of the helper of the helper. You know, he was
Mhm.
like very low, okay. So, but he worked very hard. You know, he was working very hard, always there to help, always there to stay. And so the people start looking at him like, oh my God, he started working. He's, you know, he's really working very hard. but just to make the story short, now he's a supervisor of the BMW here in
Wow,
Encinitas.
amazing.
He still is helping me. He still is working for me, and it's an amazing story because when you have that transition and you help somebody hand by hand, mano a mano, and just show them the way. It's like I'm believing in him because I mean he got a very very dysfunctional family. I mean the whole family was like really bad, and just to end up being clean and sober, helping the community, getting his certificate from his mechanic certificate. Now, the BMW has sent him all over the place for trainings.
That's awesome.
And, now he's a role model for so many kids.
Yeah.
And I feel very proud of him. That's a very successful, story that I always tell everybody. If he can do it, a lot of the kids that we work with, you can do it. And it's just somebody to have faith on you and to show you the way and to give you the support. To give you the support, to because he's like, I'm very bad at, I don't want to study. My mind isn't, because he used a lot of drugs. So, I mean, he was affected by that, but he was smart. He was very smart. And I said, well, if you just do something that you like, what do you like? I say, I love cars. I love cars. But then go to college, got your certificate, and he ended up like doing like 2 years in college. Had his certificate, and he started working in BMW, and starting from scratch, and it took me like 3 years, or 4 years, to get what he's right now. But hard working, dedication, stay clean and sober, helping the community, that's what makes you, feel better to yourself.
Yeah.
And that's one of so many stories, but I'm very proud of him.
That's amazing. Working in the juvenile facility, was it mostly young men that you worked with?
And girls. Girls and boys. Girls and boys. Girls from 9 to 17 years old. And it was, in those days, we have around 500 kids.
Wow.
It was packed. It was because in those days, everybody was in juvenile hall. Like if you didn't go to school, you go to juvenile hall. If you were smoking marijuana, you go to juvenile hall. I mean, it was like everybody was sending the kids to juvenile hall, and so now it's different. Now they give you a chance. They send you to a program. They give you counseling. They send you to rehab. And then if you do something like really, really bad, then you go to juvenile hall.
Okay.
But the things are changing now. But on those days when I was working there, it was incredible. And it was like sometimes it was so packed that the kids had to sleep in the floor because it was full. I mean, it was full. And the sad thing, I would say that is very sad because the majority of the kids were Latino kids. So and that's what I tell the parents. We are the number one in gangs. We are the number one in teen pregnancy. We are number one in so many bad things, and we need to change that. We need to be the number one in education, number one in something else, not number one in something negative. Right. And in order for us to change that statistics, it comes from home. It comes from home, and that's why I work with the families, and bringing the testimonies to the families. When they listen to like Frankie, when they listen to him, when they listen to these kids. I have another girl. She was pregnant at 13. She had 4 kids, and it was very hard for her. Yeah, 4 kids since she was 13. And so she comes to talk to the girls. She comes and talk to the parents. I say, my mom never talked to me about, sex education. She never say, be careful. She was the type of mom who was very passive, was not involved in her education. And 4 kids with 4 different parents, 4 different fathers. So she's another success story, very, very smart girl. But, she said, I skipped my teenagers. I was never a teenager anymore because the moment that I had a baby, that moment I start a responsibility of being an adult.
Right.
And so a lot of the girls listen to her, and I like the parents to listen to her. And so because it's in our community, in our Latino community, it's like taboo, to talk about sex or
Yeah.
sex, they're ashamed.
Well, we all know about it. You got to
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's important, especially, for young girls and young boys,
So
because
important.
yeah,
Girls and boys. That you're right.
Yeah,
Girls and boys, not only
Mhm.
girls, also boys.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, like from my experience, and from what I know, it happens a lot in the Latino community too, where the parents don't really speak to the young. Because I didn't even my parents didn't talk to me about sex at all.
No, that's the problem.
I learned sex from school or
Yeah.
whoever
From friends.
about it. Yeah.
Right, friends and TV,
Yeah.
Yep. Mhm.
We have a high school right here in San Marcos, here in San Diego, very close to San Diego. It's a high school for 75 girls who are pregnant or who have babies. And it's a school where they come with their babies and take classes so they can graduate from high school. 90% of the girls are Latino, 90%.
Wow.
I mean, of those 75 girls. So one of the things that I did, and I work very closely with the universities around here. And one of the things that we did a video because we do prevention videos, and that is called Vamos a Hablar. It's called Let's Talk in English. And it's we interview these girls, like 10 of them, and telling why did you get pregnant? How what is like to be a mom when you're 13, 14, 15. So we did this video, and it was amazing video. It's in English and Spanish. I can send you a copy. It's amazing.
Okay.
And then I use it in my workshops. I use it to teach parents to listen to them. And it's a prevention, teen pregnancy prevention video. That's what it is.
Awesome.
And it's an amazing, and it's mainly focusing on the Latino community and the way of thinking. And we interview parents also. So it's a very powerful. So this video is everywhere. In every single school, they have this video in San Diego, California.
And it's needed. It's needed, definitely.
It is. It is needed.
Yes,
definitely.
So those are the things that I do. It's getting the real story to the parents. It's not like, okay, he's Doctora Villareal telling me that it's bad to get to be pregnant. No. I mean, let's bring the testimonials. Let's bring the kids so they can listen to the real thing.
That's great. So what is your mission for your nonprofit? We know that you want to help the youth, but what is your end goal, or what is your mission that you want to see happen in the long run?
My goal is to empower the Latino parents to be more involved in their kids' education, to get to know, how the educational system works, because sometimes they don't get to know that. They're kind of behind, and so I push them, I empower them to participate, to get involved in the committees. They have a lot of committees inside the school, to get involved in the kids' education. And one of the things that my goal is to tell them and give them back the responsibility of their kids' education. 70% of their kids' education is at home. 30% is at school. And that 70% is talking to them in Spanish so they can be bilingual. Discipline, values, traditions, identity. It's very important to have a schedule at home, good habits. So that is a 70%. It's a huge chunk of education that we parents need to do in order for our kids to be successful at school.
Right.
So, and my goal in my foundation is to empower the parents so they can empower the kids, and we can have more kids in universities to go to college, because five kids, 5 out of every 5 Latino kids who graduate from college right here in San Diego, only 2 go to the university.
Wow.
So 5 who graduate from high school, only 2 go to college.
Wow.
So I want to change that. I want, if the 5 go to college, and I always show them the statistics because I think it's important. If you look into the Asian community right here in San Diego, 5 Asian kids who graduate from high school, the 5 of them go to college.
All 5 go.
All of them. All
They're
of
really
them.
big on education.
All of them. Oh yeah. And there's no negotiation. You're gonna go to college. I mean, there's no no. You know, and they brainwash them since they're in preschool. You're gonna be an engineer. You're gonna be a doctor. You're gonna be this.
That's true. Doctor, lawyers.
And we don't do that. We ask them, would you like to go? Is this something that you would like to do? I say,
no, you're gonna go. You're going to go.
You're gonna go. Because in this home, you know, the number one goal is your education. And that's the best thing that I can give you as a mom, as a father, is your education. Because if you have that diploma who says your name, nobody's gonna take this ever away, because that's yours.
That's your gift.
You know, you can give them money, you can give them houses, you can give them a car that goes and with, you know, comes and goes. But your education is yours. You know, and that's the best inheritance that you can give to your kids. So that's my goal, you know, to change that mentality, and really empower the parents to change the way they talk to the kids since they're little. And make it non-negotiable, you know, make it like the goal. Okay, so what do you want to be? What do you want to be? I don't know, maybe a firefighter, or maybe a nurse, or maybe, and they're going to change every 5 minutes. That's okay. But the most important thing is in their mind, they always see themselves having success, you know, in life. Because I work with kids who steal in the mall. So on Saturdays, so the police send them to me, and they have to sit to me for 8 hours.
Wow.
And so this it's very sad. And I told the parents, it's very sad when I ask them, what do you want to be, or what are your plans? And they say, I don't know. So you're 17. Yeah, but I never thought about it. They never asked me. And that's a reflection of what's going on at home.
Right. 17, not really knowing what they want to do with their life.
And that's what I tell the parents. It's so sad to ask somebody, you know, what are you going to be? And to tell you, I'm not good for anything. What do you want me to say? You know, I'm really bad in everything. And that comes from parents.
Their mind.
So I always, you know, talk to them about that, and you change their mind about education, empower them about it. I believe that if we change that, our history in this country is going to change. You know, our future is going to change, because education is everything.
I agree.
So I know that you do a lot for the Latino community. Can you is there a reason why you only focus on the Latino community?
Well, because nobody does. I mean, that's very sad. It's very sad. It's very sad. We are underserved. We have very few programs like mine who really focusing on the Latino parents. There's like 2 or 3 who are like a parenting program. But what they do, you know what they do? They have an English program. They translate it into Spanish, and they say, "Oh, we have a Latino program." I say, "No, that's not."
Wow.
Why? Because that program was made for Caucasian kids, for Caucasian parents. It's totally different. We think different. Our values are different. The way we see life is different. The way we educate kids are different. So it's not because I want to feel like so good, but I'm the only one who do this. I'm the only one. I mean, so if I don't do this, who else is gonna do it? You know, I do a drug and alcohol conference every year. I've been doing this for 22 years. It's gonna be my 23rd year in Spanish. It's the only conference in Spanish in the San Diego County. You know, because they do these type of conferences in English, and they offer translation. Oh wow. You know, how culturally sensitive you're translating to them. That's not being culturally sensitive. I'm sorry. Now, you have police officers. You have a lot of people who are Spanish speakers. Bring them here. Could talk to them, to the parents in Spanish. You know, when you translate it into from English to Spanish, you lose them. So my conference is very powerful. I work with the DEA. I work with the district attorney's office, the sheriffs, the San Diego police, I work with detectives. I work with so many rehab centers. So in this conference, I invite a lot of community agencies in the who serve the community. So they set up resource tables around the conference.
Okay.
And so every family who comes, we offer childcare, because if you're working with the Latino community, you have to offer childcare.
Yes.
I mean, if not, they don't come. Okay. So we offer childcare, cafecito, coffee and donuts and donuts. It's important, the food, and we provide them. We give them tons of material. Tons of materials to take them and go back home and read it to their kids.
Yes.
So this is a very popular conference. Every year we have 600, 700 people coming from all over San Diego County. And I told them, if I will continue this conference as long as I have this room full of people, and that's what makes me very, very excited, that people, that they're thirsty for knowledge. They want to know. And then I set up tables of all the drugs that you can imagine: marijuana, crystal meth. I mean, a lot of the pipes, the new everything, the brand new things that is very popular outside, because the police are there. So they help me. So they bring them. So the parents say, "Wow, that's a pipe! Oh my God, that's!" I mean, they're like, yeah. So they see it, and that's my purpose: educating in the prevention side. Prevention.
I love how you're educating them, but also providing the resources for childcare, because I see that we have a lot of things in the community for to help the community, but it's no children, and it's just like, how do I balance it out? What if I'm a single parent? How am I going to get the resources I need to be able to teach the children that I have, and I don't have a babysitter, I don't have family, I don't have any help. So I love that you provide childcare for those, so that they can be able to get the resources that they need.
And if they come with their teenagers, I give them volunteer hours, like because they need hours, to graduate. So if they come, I give them 5 hours of service.
Oh, that's great.
So also it's like a, it's like a thing that I can bring them, Yeah. So if you come to, and you sit down and you stay there 2 hours, I will give you 5 hours of community service. Really? I say, yeah. Okay, we're there. And so it's a lot of things that you have to think about. It's not just like planning a conference and everybody's welcome. No. You have to think about the ways that you can empower them, make them something that is interest, so they can come and they can participate, And and also I have a lot of testimonials that also they love to hear, they love to listen, and from different ages, and so it's a very very powerful conference. I hope you can come one day. It's going to be December 2nd. It's right here in Encinitas, and even I have people from Ensenada, from Tijuana, from Mexico, who come because they follow me in Facebook, they follow me in Instagram, and I invite everybody's welcome. Everybody's welcome to come.
That's amazing. Do you? I see you spoke on the resources that you provide. Do you plan on collaborating with other states besides just San Diego, California?
They never asked me, but I would love to do it. They never asked me before. I would love to collaborate and to share the way I do. I help the community right here, because I think it's something very unique, and it's very, very successful. People ask me, what do you give them? Because every time that I have a workshop or a program, it's full. I mean, full. Like yesterday, I have one was virtual and the other one was in person. I have 230 parents participating.
Wow.
What do you give them? I said, I don't give them anything. I just give them the information that I want to hear. It's me. I mean, some of them, they already graduated from a program 5, 6, 7 times, and they keep on listening.
Wow.
They keep on coming back.
Good. Yeah. We need to bring you out here too.
Yes.
Where are you guys? In what location are you in?
In Pennsylvania.
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 invite me, I go.
Yes.
I go to
We'll
Pennsylvania.
connect. We'll
I've
connect.
never been in Pennsylvania.
We'll connect, definitely.
Yeah, yeah, I would love to go to Pennsylvania. Invite me. That's something that I do also. I go to mainly Mexico City. The U.S. Embassy in Mexico City, they have a contract with me, and they take me to Mexico City to train police officers, teachers, university professors. So they want to share with them what I do here, like all the videos, the prevention videos, everything that I do.
That's awesome.
And the way I work with the universities, because that's some universities, they always want to work with me because it's a very way, it's an excellent way to learn about the community and to help the community and to put their students, working with me and learn what's going on. That's the best practice.
That's good.
So, and so for me, it's perfect because they pay for everything. They pay for everything, and it's great. It's great.
Yeah, that's awesome. That is really awesome.
Mm-hmm. So, what else?
Can you share some tips to help those overcome like any traumatic circumstances?
Yeah.
Like for families, parents, or who? Or women, or
for families.
Okay.
Especially the youth that's involved in like drugs or maybe losing children and things like that. Can you help any families just overcome any traumatic circumstances that they've experienced with gangs, things like that?
One of the things that I am very involved here in San Diego also is in the resources to refer clients. A lot of the we, after 4 years of really bad government, I don't want to say names, here in San Diego, there was a lot of ICE, had a lot of people got arrested in front of their kids, in front of their churches. So a lot of the parents are afraid to call the police for any crime. So the police or any city program, they don't go, or they're afraid to go because of that, because of they were traumatized. So now I'm working with the district attorney's office and the police because they want to change that. They want them to call. They want them to take advantage of the programs that they offer. So sometimes they call me. They say, Doctora, there's a domestic violence upstairs and the man is hitting. They say, call the police. No, you call it. Why? No, you call her. I'm afraid that they're going to bring the immigration. I say, no, they're not going to call the immigration. You call the police. So they're so afraid. So we're going to change that, So anyhow, but one of the things that I do is I empower the parents to call, to make a phone call to say, or if you're a woman, if you are in a domestic violence situation, I also give them the resources of how to prepare yourself to either stop that abuse. It's not like, okay, I'm going to go by. No, it's, what we can do. So I do a lot of I work with a lot of the shelters for domestic violence, so we can help women to leave that violence, and also, help the kids, because all the kids who are witness of domestic violence, they are traumatized. So one of the things that we have here in San Diego is the Children's Hospital. Is one of the best hospitals in the United States. They have special clinics for mental health. They're really nice. So, and they accept medical, and if you don't have money, it's free. So I also refer them to their programs, and I just, it's okay to ask for help, because a lot of the Latino community, they don't like to ask for help. They think that going to a counselor or a psychologist is because you're crazy, or they're gonna say that you're crazy. So I say, no, it's not crazy. It's because it's like the same thing as when you have a heart attack, or you have diabetes, or you have a tumor. You have to go to the doctor, because if not, you can die. The same thing is with your health, with your mental health. If you're not okay with your emotions, you're gonna develop a lot of problems. You need to go to the doctor. You need to go to somebody who can help you with that. So it's just sometimes that's why I call mano a mano, because sometimes I have to take them hand by hand and show them where to get help and how to get help and be patient. And sometimes I have to make the phone call and make the appointment. And I know a lot of therapists right here in San Diego who are really nice, who are bilingual, who understand the culture, who understand the traumas. And so that's really good too, because very few people like me know who's the good guy and who's the bad guy, you know. And so everybody has my phone number. Every single person in San Diego has my cell phone number, and I don't care, you know. I as long as they have it. Are you crazy? Are you giving your cell phone number? I say, it was private, now it's public. Everybody has it, you know. And I just tell the parents, text me if I'm in a meeting like right now, or if I'm busy. I will call you back, or I will answer your phone call, or whatever you are, 100% the same day. You know, and I don't care if it's 10 at night or if it's 11 at night. If it's an emergency, awesome. I'm gonna return your call, or I will send you a text, or if I, you know, so they know. And that's, you know, and that's something that is
they need,
that develops trust in the community. So that's why it's like, oh, what they trust you. I say, yeah, they trust me because I'm always there. You know, when they need me, I'm there. You know, and they know that if I do a program, it's because it's good for them. So that's why they come. That's why they call me. That's why I earn the respect, you know, of the Latino family. So and that's something because of my work, my dedication, and just being transparent and be supportive. You know, and understanding of you know what they're doing, or you know what's happening with them.
I love how you build that relationship. It gives them a better bond in regards to someone to confide in, because sometimes it's hard to talk to the parents. Like, it's hard to talk to your parents about certain things. It's just things you don't do, but they can trust in an adult to talk to you instead of going to their friends or their peers. And I love how you just make that door open for them to have that better relationship.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and the resources, you know, because right now, as you know, a lot of the lawyers are selling them the idea that because we have a new president, the laws are changing. Immigration laws are changing, so everybody can apply for immigration and everybody's gonna get their papers ready. And say, no, that's not true. Don't believe them. The problem with that is that they're gonna tell you, you're gonna bring your papers, they're gonna read your papers. I say, oh, that's so easy. I can get your papers like in 2 months. Just give me $6,000, and in a second I will give it to you.
Wow.
When they tell you that they will give you your papers in 2 months, oh my God, I will sell my grandmother, whatever I can sell, you know. Right. I will sell everything in order for me to get my papers. So they go and they sell everything. They bring the $6,000, and what's happening is that when they start calling, oh, I'm busy, or all the courts are closed. Wow. Or you know, I don't know, I'm not gonna help you, and that's gonna. So I know a lot of families who get into this trap, and it's sad because people take advantage of them. So I tell them, if you need a lawyer, if you need somebody to help you in legally, call me, because I know who are the good ones, I know who are the bad ones. I know the good ones who are not gonna charge you nothing, for free.
Wow,
that's good.
Amazing.
You know, and they say, oh, really? Yeah. So, you know, there's a lot of things that we need to educate, because people are taking advantage of them. So I'm always in my Facebook, I always, you know, tell them, like the vaccine, for example, the COVID vaccine, you know, there's a lot of websites who say that it's bad for you, that don't do it. You know, and so I changed that. So I always, in my workshops, in my Facebook, everywhere, I start educating the people about the vaccine. You know, even the Pope said that it was okay to get vaccinated. So, you know, so I try to change that mind. And because I say it, they say, oh, if she said it, maybe that's true. Let's go for a vaccination. You know, like in my drug and alcohol conference that I'm doing in December, I have two clinics where I provide COVID testing and COVID vaccines right there for the whole families who come. You can get vaccinated right there.
That's amazing. The resources is there, you know. Just show up. Just show up.
Just show up, and it's free, and it's for everybody, you know. So
that's amazing.
So I work with the clinics too. The clinics are very happy that I can, you know, bring the education, you know, educating the community about this. It's important for everybody.
Absolutely.
So
it is.
There's a lot of misconception, misinformation.
Yeah, and I believe that as well. Yeah, it is. Is there anything you would like to share that we didn't cover?
Just, you know, I wanna, you know, for people who are listening to this conference, it's important to understand that the Latino community is hurting right now. We are traumatized by so many years of being running away from immigration. I mean, like the ones who do not have papers. So we need to understand in order for us to be effective and working with them, we need consistency, we need understanding. I train teachers, I train all the, it's very sad. We have a school district that is in Escondido, okay? It's about 90.9% Latinos, okay? So if you go and say, okay, we want you to train the teachers, I say, I would love, I have a training that is called How to Work with the Latino Families. So I come into the training and I get into the room and I start seeing all the teachers and I see all white people. I said, well, these are all the teachers? Are you sure? Yeah. I said, well, I was like in shock. I was like, what? I mean, I almost had a heart attack. Oh yeah. And the principal, a brand new principal, he was an Asian guy, very nice guy. He's like, I know what you're thinking, and that's why you're here.
Exactly.
And I said, you know what, we need to change that because that's not okay. If I'm a student in a school and I don't see one teacher that looks like me. What are you teaching them? Are you crazy? Come on. I mean, we're in California. We're not in I don't know, where there's a lot of white people. I don't know, Wisconsin or whatever, you know? Come on. We're in California. You can find teachers who are bilingual. You can find Latino teachers. You can find Latino people who work here. The kids need to see. They need to see that they can be like I can be like the principal. I can be like a student, like a teacher. You know, we need to start making those decisions as administrators. And I always, you know, get in trouble. I'm not getting in trouble, but I always say that to principals, you know, try to
be honest,
understand your students, where are they coming from? You know, if you're working in Escondido on areas that the Latino community is dense, you know, think about how to be effective. And it's not only teaching math or science or whatever. It's about, you know, coming to school and seeing and feeling comfortable because I see people like me, you know, and then you are on the other side. Then it's going to be better students. Then you're going to have parents participating better. But, you know, we have to change that. And it's going to take time. It's going to take a lot of people like me, you know, telling other administrators. And it's important to be, you know, if people are listening to me, if we have school principals or teachers who are listening to me, they know this, you know, and I mean, not all the schools are like this, but we have we need more diversity in schools.
Yes, we surely do.
Yeah. And one of the things that helped me a lot was this anthology. They did a video about my life, and it's called what is it called? It's I'm sorry, I have to read it. Voices of Humanity, and they have it on they have a TV show, a TV network. I'm sorry, and they always show they follow me for 6 months about what I did in all my works, my conference, my workshops. Juvenile Hall. They follow me like for 6 months, and they did an amazing video about my life, and it's great. I mean, I really, if you want to see it, it's amazing. You can watch it right here in the network. And it's they did a really good job. They did an amazing job, and I always use it also to present to other people. You know what I do.
Is it listed on your website?
It's listed on my website. It's on my website. Yeah, right there.
Okay.
Awesome.
Okay.
Perfect. So if anyone wants to check it out, go ahead and promote your website. I'm sorry.
So, but I have my Facebook, Mano Foundation, and it's in Spanish. So sorry, but I love Facebook because it's a way of connecting with the community, and I have people from all over, not only United States but from Latin America. They follow me, and I do a lot of videos and lives and information, very educational. And also I have my doctoravillareal.com. It's my website, or manofoundation.org. You can also, there's a lot of resources, videos, tons of information that I put, all where I'm going to be and all my work. Like right now, because I do my workshops in school districts, I'm full until June. Wow. So when I finish one district, so it's like from Monday to Thursday, every day, until June, I'm full of workshops.
Congratulations.
Wow.
Thank you. So I'm busy.
She made time for Uncommon.
And I don't know if you know what the Dia de los Muertos is, the Day of the Dead. So that's like a tradition that we have here. It's an amazing tradition, Mexican tradition. Have you seen Coco? The movie Coco? Okay, so something like that. So here in Encinitas, where I live, it's a community that is mainly Caucasian community. So they asked me, they say, we want to be culturally sensitive. We want to do something different with the community. So what can we do? I said, let's celebrate Dia de los Muertos, the Day of the Dead. So it was 5 years ago. I said, do you want to help us? I said, sure, I'm on. So since then, we're celebrated every year in October, the Day of the Dead, and I dress as Katrina, and it's free for the community. We have mariachis, ballet folklorico, Aztec dancers. We have so many activities for the kids, and it's free. The city of Encinitas pays for everything. And we have last year, but not last year because it was COVID. The day before, we have like around 6,000 people coming.
Wow, that's a
blessing.
It was really good. It was amazing. So that's I'm doing right now. That I want, plus my conference. So I'm always busy, But I love what I do, and if if I'm healthy and continue to do this, I will continue to do this.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you. Gracias por todo que tú haces para la comunidad de Latino. I said, thank you for everything that she does for the Latin community. For those that don't speak Spanish. Just keep doing what you're doing, and it's amazing what you are doing. So, and thank you for also educating us, because giving education and educating others is so important, especially when it comes to the Latin community, because it's like you said, it's needed. It needs to even when not just the Latin community, but all communities together that need to come together as one and help each other out. And like you said, there's only a certain few of foundations, nonprofits, and I think even these other all profits should just come together as one, because that's where the unity comes in, and this is how we're able to educate, not just the Caucasians and the Black community and or the Asian community. As one, we should be able to educate each other.
I think so too.
Each other and just unite, and and like you said, bring in diversity, and that's very much needed as well.
That's right.
Thank you again.
You're welcome.
So much for all you do. And we have a question. Now, we ask all our guest speakers, what makes you uncommon?
Oh, wow. Makes me uncommon that I have a doctoral degree as Latina woman. I have a doctoral degree, and that's very uncommon. It's only 1% of the Latino community has a doctoral degree. So that's something very uncommon. I want to change that. I want more. I want to increase that. But and also my passion and my dedication to help my community. I think that's very unique, and I will always continue doing this.
Thank you.
Yes.
You're welcome.
I love that. I definitely do. So, thank you for tuning in, everyone, this evening, and thank you again for coming on and educating everyone. So, everyone, you should check out our self-love apparel. You can find it at www.uncommonwomen.net. Also, if you have if you know anyone that wants to come on as a guest speaker, or you yourself want to be a guest speaker, you can also go on to www.uncommonwomen.net. If you have any topics, any comments, you can also email us at uncommonwomenpodcast@gmail.com. And as well as like and subscribe our YouTube channel. And make sure you tune in next week, 10:14, for a new episode. And stay uncommon.
Bye. Thank you.